Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So why now? I'm talking about the psyche of America in this video. I'm not devaluing the lives of the women that are lost in the DC area, but how many more fucking examples do you motherfuckers need to fully understand you're just another nigga? All right, you are just another nigga. That is it. All right, please understand that. And it's facts. Tom Brady, Tom Brady's jersey is worth $500,000, right? We saw that on the bottom of the news feed. Those black girls ain't worth $200. You understand what I'm saying? How much does a football jersey cost? 200, authentic jersey, 200, $300. How many more examples do you need? Donald Trump is president because we had a black president for 8 years, not because they wanted Donald Trump to become president. Nate Campbell said, if black people and white people worship the same God, hasn't God already chosen his side? I'm just tired of black people reacting and then putting on their Gucci belt and then putting on your Jordans and then letting your 5-year-old child believe that Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue. In 1492, Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue. I'm just tired of it. I hold you accountable to some degree, for allowing America to devalue our young girls' lives. Now, me mad at the government is a completely separate video than this, but I'm looking every black person in America. And as Louis Farrakhan say, it's time for us to start protecting our women, right? No matter who she is, you know what I mean? Daughter, auntie, uncle. If you love a white woman, protect her. If you love an Asian woman, protect her. But since we're talking about black women, you ain't shit, nigga. Nigga, you ain't shit. All right? Understand that. You guys get mad and get knee-jerk reactions, all these celebrities posting shit, and then they're gonna go make a deal with a Jewish dude for pennies on the dollar for their talents. So go figure, man. Black people believe in ownership, all right? Believe in owner and I can't say I'm 100% straight through and through, but I'm as I get older, I'm getting better and better and wiser to understand who I am and understand my value. I know my melanin is priceless. I know me being a fearless black man is the most fearful thing to the white man. I know that. So, you want CNN to cover this? You want Fox News to cover this? You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. And wait till they get a patsy like they did Lee Harvey Oswald to admit to these crimes in the next week or two, because it's going to be too much attention being drawn to it. Man, I just want you guys to fully understand. I'm going to say this 2 million times on this video. You ain't shit. You ain't going to be shit, and you never will be shit, according to the systemic racist code in America. And the reason why is because you're always reaching out to non-black people for validation. What symbolizes wealth? A Gucci belt. Uh, Tom Ford. Jay-Z rapped about it. Versace, Versace, Versace. That was a hit rap song. And the motherfuckers were gay. Tom Ford and Versace is gay. I believe Versace is gay, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, you guys got to get a grip with this shit, man. Like, this is the realest shit I can ever say to my brothers, man, right now. I know 9 out of 10 of y'all are men. I would say more than half. I would say more than half my subscribers are black just by the comments that I see. Man, protect your home, man, at all costs. And stop hanging around some flunky ass niggas that ain't shit. Either gonna inspire them or not be around them. All right? Hold yourself accountable as a man. Okay? And I believe, and I don't know, so I'm not being, I'm not depicting this story, but I'll just say this. If we were powerful in our own neighborhoods, I'll repeat, if we were powerful, if black men were powerful in our own neighborhoods, stuff like this wouldn't happen because they wouldn't be able to penetrate through us. So I want you guys to be special, man. Believe that you special. Cuz I don't know how many girls, what's the number at now? I don't want to miss but I know it's double figures. Man. So I want you guys to understand, man. Following that white Jesus, man, that white Jesus is a I'm not saying that ain't no Jesus, but that white okay. How can the slave master believe in a white Jesus and the black slave believe in a white Jesus? How does that happen? How does that happen? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. And all this goes to control. Are you in control of yourself? Now, I'm not saying quit your 9 to 5 job because you have to earn a living. I say create a plan where you have ownership, all right? Ownership of home, ownership of a quote unquote small business. You know, creating something that your child can step in and work, not have to go to college or the military, and then Sally Mae and taxes take half their paycheck. I was a victim of that. So, how much do you love yourself? All right. We are all at fault. The entire black universe is at fault for this happening, myself included. But we need to stop reaching out. We are partly to blame for this. We're not the only variable, but because we watch, we allow Channel 2 News to put a depiction of poor black people on TV. Uh, Real Housewives of Atlanta is arguing. Uh, Ray Rice punches a black woman. See what I'm saying? The devaluing of the black woman, the devaluing of the black race here in America. And we want to yell and scream at the top of our lungs when CNN and Fox News aren't covering this. You are just another nigga, okay? Get over it. It's like people get insurance after the earthquake. It may not be another one for the next 20 years, but if you get one out there, yeah, that's the right idea. What Quick say, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Love yourself from birth. And I'm going to talk to my black men directly. Love the woman you create that child with. All right? Unconditionally. You don't have to sleep with her. You don't have to live in the same house. You don't have to love her in terms of intimacy, but you need to love her unconditionally if she helps you create that child. I don't care if you fight, bitter, but you need to love her because that non-love energy is going to manifest itself in your child, and your child's going to have to pick a side. It's going to either be you or her. So I'm gonna do another video yelling at white America, but I just want to talk to y'all right now. It's our fault. I want to see 15 white girls be gone. I want to see that happen in the nation's cap, DC, right? Nation's capital, Chocolate City. I don't know if they still call it Chocolate City, but your nation's capital, Baltimore, DC area. This reminds me of 1977, Summer of Sam. I wasn't born yet, but I loved them. I saw the movie and I love like history, like odd history stories. Or how about that kid that was the guy that was shooting from his car? He built a compartment that could fit the gun through. Just odd, crazy shit, man. But at the end of the day, love yourself, guys. I want us to love us. I want us to be entrepreneurs. Crabs in a barrel is not so we can fight each other. It's so the elite can win. All right. If you're distracted by your neighbor, how can you see the bigger picture? So go ahead, work your 9 to 5. You know, do your home repairs on Saturday and go to church on Sunday and do that for the rest of your life and see how far that gets you. Leave your kids your $15,000 insurance policy, but then the funeral home takes that, so you leave them with basically nothing. That's the story of Black America to some degree. That's the story I know of. Excuse me, I apologize. So love us, guys, for real. Don't be alarmed. Don't be okay. Don't be surprised by the reaction from the elite, but just know if we band it together, situations like this would not occur. They'll be too fearful. That's why when the Black Panthers were around, they thought of every COINTELPRO probably was created in 4 days. I don't know what the creation of it was, but J. Edgar Hoover was like, we ain't having this shit. Fear of the Black Messiah is real, y'all. They want you believing in that white Jesus. It bothers me when I go to a black church and I see them white Jesus fans. You lose all, in my eyes, you lose all credibility when I see a white Jesus fan in a black church. If I see anything white Jesus in a black church, you lost me. So anyways, man, barbershop conversations, guys. I probably can make this video 3 times as long, probably saying the same thing, getting more and more angry. But I'm going to stop here. But my final suggestion to you guys is, what you going to do about it? What you going to do so this doesn't happen again? Protect your home, all right? Love your daughters, love your kids. Men, love the woman unconditionally that created your child. I'm trying to explain this to you. I'm not talking about from a sexual manner if you're not with her anymore, from an intimacy manner, but spiritually, you need to love her for the rest of your life. That goes a long way, guys. And black woman, you need to love that man unconditionally that gave you that child. And as I said to you, I'm not talking about if you guys aren't together from an intimacy. I'm talking about in a metaphysical way, in a spiritual way. You need to love him unconditionally. Black woman, when the black man says he loves you, he is no longer in competition with anyone else. Black man, when she loves you, she is no longer in competition with no one else. And it has to begin with love. We have to love each other, y'all. Love one another. So barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Um, Let me know what you guys think. I'm interested in your comment section, but I really pray and hope that they find these girls alive. And I see, this is why we need public execution. This is why people say they hate Russia. I wonder what the crime statistics are in Russia. Nigga, they cut hands off, so I hear, fingers, and it's public execution, I believe, in a socialist society. I'm not saying everything gotta be socialist, but it's funny how we can be so I say this, but we can be socialists in our home, but as a nation we can't be socialists. Right? We're equal, we're all together, we're all one, right? Isn't that what religion tells us? But yet capitalism, oh no, we can't on our neighborhood. Listen, in our neighborhoods we're socialists, right? Well, in my hood, right? If I needed sugar for Kool-Aid and I didn't have it, I went next door and bought it. And if they were making pancakes and realized they didn't have any eggs, they knocked on my door and borrowed eggs. And I would knock on anybody's door. I remember that as a kid when I grew up in in New York. I had no qualms knocking on the door asking for can I have a cup of milk, cup of sugar, 2 eggs. I remember that. For real, for real. That's socialism. Make sure you share with your brother equally. That's socialism. You guys aren't here. You guys aren't hearing me. You guys understand. All the negative comments gonna be in my comment section. Like, nigga, what are you talking about? But you don't get how you're programmed. They killed. Don't you know if Fred Hampton was alive, how special we would be? If Tupac was alive, how special we would be? All right, it's payday. Go enjoy your $2,800 you made for these 2 weeks. $2,000 you made for these 2 weeks, and go enjoy your six pack with your boys, and go watch the Final Four. Have a have a splendid evening. I don't want to end this video on a negative note, so I'm not going to stop there. But I want us to feel empowered. All right. I genuinely want us to be empowered and inspired. So don't be afraid to challenge yourself, but love yourself first. Anyways, man, barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. No Tom Brady jersey is worth a life. But if we do this thing called love from birth, we become special. So barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.